This freezer meal guide promises that you can prep a month's worth of dinners in just 4 hours. I wasn't sure I believed it, but I wanted to give it a shot. Was it worth it? Would I try it again? And should you try it too? Let me show you what actually happened. Hey, what's up? I'm Andrea, and this is the Grit and Grace Mom channel, where we help busy moms save time and money in the kitchen. So I've got 2 kids, a full calendar, and I'm always on the lookout for ways to make dinner easier without sacrificing real food. And I love to share those ways with you. So today I am testing out a freezer meal guide from this Crafty home. So the guide makes a pretty bold promise, a month's worth of dinners with just 4 hours of prep. I'm actually not gonna try to make a full month's worth of dinners today because number one, I'm not sure my family's gonna like all these recipes, so I don't wanna double them just yet. But I am going to see if I can knock out 8 dump and go meals in one afternoon. So let's get into it. All right, let's start the clock. It was 2:43 when I began this adventure. So the guide that I'm using in this video is the Summer Dump Meal Edition Freezer Meal Guide from this Crafty home. I will go ahead and link it in the description in case you want to give it a try. But the full guide includes 10 recipes, and the idea is that you double each recipe for 20 meals or a month's worth of dinner Monday through Friday. I kept it simple, just one batch, 8 meals, no doubling. I skipped the wings and the ribs because my family are not huge fans of wings or ribs, but I followed the rest of the plan step by step exactly. So first step, labeling all the freezer bags. Don't skip this step. You're gonna be really glad you did later. So something I really like about the freezer meal guides from this Crafty home is that you batch your prep tasks. So you do all of your chopping first, all of your browning at the same time. So you're working with ingredient groups together. So I started by getting some ground beef browning, and then I moved on to chopping. So one way I saved time is I did use some frozen chopped onions, but for the peppers, I broke out my handy dandy veggie chopper. That alone saves a ton of time. If you've got one, now is the time to use it. I'll link to the one that I use in the description below in case you want to pick one up. But again, it is a huge time saver. At this point, I was about halfway through. Okay, real talk. We're at the halfway point. 5 meals down. 3 to go. Still going strong, I think. Whew. Some of the steps went by really quickly, others were a little bit more cumbersome and slower, but overall the process was pretty smooth and streamlined. There were several variation of tacos, and which I already know are going to be a hit. You know, my family really loves anything taco related. Fish tacos from the freezer. I'm curious to see how that one turns out. This mango lime chicken sauce smelled really good, so I'm looking forward to see how that turns out. Okay, just finished up. That is the time. And 3 more meals. This is what my kitchen looks like right now. So big question, would I do this again? Yes, I would. So I didn't set out to fill the freezer for a month. I just wanted to test out this process and this guide and see how much I could get done in one afternoon. And the answer was quite a lot, actually. So labeling the bags helped, using the frozen chopped onions helped, and honestly just sticking to the plan helped. And it wasn't overwhelming. It actually only took 3 hours instead of 4, and now I've got 8 dinners ready to go without scrambling at 5 or 6 p.m. on a weeknight. So if you've ever been curious about freezer meal prep, I definitely think that this is a doable place to start. I'm gonna do a happy dance and let someone else do the dishes. Okay, so final verdict. It actually only took me 3 hours instead of 4 hours, and now dinner is one less thing to think about for at least 8 whole nights. And honestly, that feels pretty good. If this video gave you any ideas, or if you're thinking about trying your first freezer meal prep, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'd love to know what you're making. And if you want more real life meal prep that works for actual families, go ahead and hit subscribe. I do videos like this on a pretty regular basis, and we'd love to have you as part of our community. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I'll be back next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Andrea. Bye for now.